country, and as they do so it will bring some rain for many parts, and behind this cold front it will start to turn a little bit cooler for most of us too. Now into this evening the isobars will squeeze together and that will really strengthen the winds across northern parts.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Greenwich Valley. So I'm just sitting here, we're just taking in the weather forecast on the news here. And then we're going to go out and we're going to get our workers going, and we got a lot of work to do today. So what we're going to do today is we're going to finish the harvest on our own field, our oat field. So let's head over that way now and we'll get that started. Yes, we are continuing with our potato harvest up in field 115. And we also have a fertilizing contract over in field 12, I believe, that we need to do. And I think another kind of contract up in field 4, if I'm not mistaken. We'll go in and have a look at all that now in just one moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start this before we go anywhere. I'm just going to finish filling up this harvester. Now, let's make sure it's down. I'll finish filling up this harvester. We'll try to clean up a bit of the oats here. And then we'll fill it in the tipper and then I'll put it back on the worker. So I hope everyone is doing well today. Thank you for coming into the stream. And you know what? I'm going to prematurely do this, but I thank everyone that will watch the stream later as well. Now, the way I'm going to do this, I'm trying to keep all the straw swaths in a line. So that way when we go to bale it up, it'll make it easier on us. Rather than having, usually I'll do a headland and I'll have the straw swath going around the outside of the farm, but usually when I end up baling that up, the bales get in the way. So we'll get all this. Hopefully now we'll get enough to fill the harvester. I'll get that few little bits that's up in that end too, as well. So we're going to have to do this eventually anyway, so then we'll empty out the harvester and we'll get the worker going again on it. And yes, of course, we still got that potato harvest that we're working on. That's it's taken quite a while to do it, but we're going to eventually get it done. So for everyone watching, I hope the sound quality is good. I was using Streamlabs OB or OBS.live, and I'm gone back to Streamlabs OBS now. And the only reason why I did that is I had a viewer on Twitch last night make a donation and it didn't go through the way I wanted it to, but I have it set up properly in Streamlabs OBS. It's like you can't do alert boxes in OBS Live. I suppose you can, I just don't know how to do it yet. But I'll figure it out. And that's like if someone subscribes or follows or whatnot during the stream, it should display that. But it wasn't doing that as well, so hopefully I got that all fixed in Streamlabs OBS. Alright, last little bit here and then we'll empty it out and we'll get the worker going and we'll take a run over. We got the truck here somewhere, I think. I think we got the truck here. I know we got something here because we drove back to the farm in something so we could sleep. Or maybe I didn't come back here to sleep. Maybe we were over in the field and I just every time I start this map I end up in the house. Let's lift up this header here now so we can get around a little bit faster. Alright. So guys, how is everyone doing? I'm just looking over at my other monitor now. I'm just monitoring everything, make sure the chat's going through and all that. Everything looks good. We're almost empty here now, and we'll get back to work. I think the worker would have struggled on this little piece anyway. I don't know. It might have went and done it properly. We'll start it off, and the worker can continue. So we'll drop the worker down on it. And I'm just going to run over here to the farm now and see if we had a tractor here that we came over in. I don't think I did, to be honest with you. So we may have to run to our field. Nope, nothing here. So let's go into the map. Now while I'm into the map, I'm going to show the contracts that we have active. So we have our potato harvest that we're doing. We're 37% of the way through that. And we have 2 fertilizing contracts that we can get at once we finish utilizing the worker in our oat field. Now if I look at my map, let's see where all our vehicles are. So if I zoom in, nothing over here. And what do we got down here? Yeah, see, they're all over here. Here's our Fendt. There's that one. And there's our harvester. So we have to run down to that field. So I'll probably take a couple of shortcuts through some fields and that. And it won't take us long to get down there at all. And we'll get started at that potato harvest again. So basically what happened there was when I ended the episode last night, I ended in field 115, and then when I started my game up, we ended up back at the house. So normally what I should do from now on is I'll take the vehicle and I'll drive it back to the farm and end the episode in the house. So that's what I should be doing. So guys, I hope everyone is doing good today. I hope everything is working right for me today too. I was having issues with the Restream bot that shows me the chat from both YouTube and Twitch. So hopefully that's working today. It's weird because sometimes I think Streamlabs OBS, I have it connected with my YouTube account, so the Twitch chat wasn't showing up. And the OBS.live was set up with my Twitch account, and it was not showing YouTube chat. So that's why I went and got this Restream bot. And it's good too, because if someone is on, if someone's on YouTube and someone posts us a comment from Twitch, then you guys get to see it as well. I think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure. Alright, I can see the field. We're getting there. We're getting there. And guys, I'll just give you a little bit of notice. This tipper that we're using on this potato harvest, it's no good. So if you see it in the store and you're playing the game, don't get it because it don't handle very well at all. Now we'll jump into tipper because that harvester is probably full up there. So we'll take the cover off and we'll go up and see if the harvester needs to be emptied. And I'm keeping an eye up in the corner as well where I got the glance mod. I keep an eye up there, and that way I can monitor to see if our harvester back at the farm is full or whatnot. But usually what I try to do is when I go to sell the potatoes... No, I think we actually... No, it had some in it. I don't think it was totally full. Alright, now let's jump out of this one. We'll get in and we'll get the worker going back on this. So not bad, guys. We're 2 streams in on it. This is our 3rd stream doing the potato harvest. And we're roughly halfway done. Alright, so let's hire a worker. Is it hired? Well, maybe I need to start the thing up. There you go. Worker is now hired. We can jump out. get our truck going. Thing about this, the harvester, the potato harvester that we're using, it only stores not quite 10,000 liters of potatoes, so it fills up pretty quickly. You'll see that momentarily. Like right now, we're already at 63% full, so you can see how fast it fills up. Now, what I normally would do is I would take the Fendt and I would bring that over to the farm, hook the fertilizer sprayer up, and we would head off and do our fertilizing contracts as well. But one of my rules in this gameplay is I'm only allowed to use 2 workers at one time. So we got 2 workers going, so I'm unable to use any more workers. Because really, I mean, I'm trying to keep it realistic, and we can't really afford another worker at the moment, so I can't hire one. Good morning, Charlene. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for joining the stream. But I'll be glad, once we get this potato harvest done, I'll be glad. Hopefully it'll pay off. It's going to throw 30,000 pounds in our bank account anyway. Minus all the fees we're paying for the worker and the rental of the leasing of the vehicles, because every time we sleep we lose money on leasing. Well, we'll let him turn around. Hopefully I'm not in the way here. Now, how's our harvester back at the farm doing? We're 71% potatoes, 50% potatoes, and the harvester at the farm is not doing anything. So if I actually come in here and look, oh, look at that. It's actually probably got the field done. So that's great. We just have to go back and tidy it up. So now, because that's done, when I go back to the farm, I can actually... no, I'm not, because then I got to run around. I'm just going to wait till we get everything done, and then I'll start doing some of them fertilizing contracts. I think there's one pretty close to the farm, so it won't be much of a run. We can probably get that one started. Alright. I think if I had my time back, I wouldn't have done this potato harvest, though. But hopefully by the end of today, like, I'm planning on doing another stream tonight on this one, and hopefully by then we'll have this potato field done. I guess it all depends on how long I'm on for both streams. Usually in the daytime, I usually tend to go for an hour and a half, and in the nighttime 2.5. So we'll see what happens anyway, and things can change. I mean, I'm a married man, so you got to spend time with your wife and that. Believe me, it's very important. You can't put everything into the game, I guess. Well, I don't guess, I know. Now, I could be up following it, but I just find it's easier. Wait till they're full. They'll stop, and we just load up and let them get on with their work. Because as you all know, my driving skills in this game are not the best. And a lot of times I just bang into everything. Alright, let's move out of his way. Now, we're not quite full, so when he turns around now, I'll follow him down a bit until we're full. Or not him, it's a her driving that one. I think we got Elizabeth in that one, yep. I mean, you think it would be able to go up a bit further, too. I mean, that fence is way up there. Just more work for me to do later. Now, while we're waiting, actually, I'm going to go in. I want to look at the price. I want to see what the price on canola is. So right now, the top price for canola is $7.45. That's the most I've seen it yet. So it's going down here. So I'm keeping an eye on this. Now, our other crop is oat. It's going up. Oats is going up at Whitney Grain. So we'll keep an eye on that and see where it levels off. And we may get rid of our oats right away. We got some in the silo already, and we're going to be throwing more in now shortly. I guarantee you, when this tipper is full, it certainly takes a while to get it going. Alright, we are full. So let's go get these sold off. And that should bring us closer to 40% done on this contract. So let's bring this one up. I like having that up. So we're 40 now, so it should bring us 45% complete. Wow, I actually came out of there and never hit a thing. I'm going to take my time this time, because usually I drive too fast. I tipped it over on last night's stream. It was hilarious. Let's make our way up to Whitney Grain. Like, see that? We're not even close to the sell point yet, and the tank is at 80% full already. This is what I hate about it. I'm actually surprised that I was able to get on today and do a stream. I finished up work early today, but I am on call, so if my phone rings, I have to answer it. But I'll give you guys advance warning anyway if I have to answer my phone. It did pretty much most of the field. There's still a little bit of the field left for us to complete ourselves. We can complete that later. Now in this series I do have plant withering turned off because it just that part of the game is not really realistic to the point that it happens so fast. You know, if it was based on real time, yeah, but it's not, so. And I keep on referring back to my Oakville Farms when we just purchased the field and went over to harvest it, and as we started harvesting it, it withered away on us right away. So I said I'll keep plant withering turned off. I mean, I see it on farming videos all the time, like especially soya beans and that, and corn. the farmers wait days, sometimes a week or more, for it to dry out a bit because they don't want to take it up when it's too wet. Now, they do have their crop dryers, their grain dryers, but they'd rather not do that, right? Or have limited time in the drying. So they try to get the crop to dry out on its natural own self with the sun and that and the heat. But if you got a really rainy forecast, your grain is not drying out the way you want it to. Alright, so what I'm going to do is on our way back, I'm just going to pop into the farm. I'm going to, we don't have the worker there no more, so I'm going to grab that John Deere and we'll hook the sprayer up to it. And actually, no, I'm not even going to do that now. We'll focus on the potatoes for now. And I'll come back to the farm and finish the oats because we're going to have to buy some more fertilizer. I don't think we have enough to do that contract. So that's going to take a while, and we're going to need the fence for that because I'm going to get a pallet. I'm going to take the flatbed over with us, and I'm going to grab a couple of pallets. Now I could test on our farm to see if there's a sell point. I don't think there is, and I may put one on there. It'll just make things go a little bit smoother rather than driving back and forth to the shop all the time. And for me to go over to the shop and buy the pallets and load them onto that flatbed trailer, it's going to take like 3 hours. Because I suck at it. Alright, here we are back at the potato farm. Tonight's Wednesday too, so yeah, it's gonna be a busy day for me for streaming because we got Nick the Hick. I think it's Jorn's farm tonight on FS17, so we got that. So it's gonna be a busy one. Everything was looking really good. Good morning, Groggy. Welcome back to the stream, man. Glad to see you back again, man. I hope you're enjoying it as usual. So that's weird. When we drop off the potatoes, it says 40% transportation, but we're at 42% here. I don't know how it does the percentage when it goes on to that. I'm not quite sure. I should, I don't know if Courseplay is even working. I updated Courseplay. So yeah, we got the HUD here. But I remember in Courseplay in FS17. Okay, so this one here is plotted course. It picks out what it is, but you used to be able to scan the fields, but I don't know if it does it in this one. Another 200 pounds gone in wage. Don't mind me, I'm a stickler when it comes to spending money. Alright, let's get the potatoes done. Potato harvest 2019. Our first, our last, our only. And we're getting through it slowly. I could have rented a bigger header, but it's still going to do it the same speed. Oh, look at that. We're over halfway done on the field here. But then we got to come back and we got to clean up all the sides here and all the stuff that it missed. Because I guarantee you, every potato is going to be out of this field before I end the contract. So yeah, I think we'll get this harvest done today. Just checking everything now, making sure our speed is on 5 times speed. It is. Everything looks good. The streams are good. Geez, we're doing really good today. We got 7 watching on YouTube right now. That's good. And we got 3 over on Twitch. I mean, I know my Twitch is not as popular as my YouTube yet, but that's because it's only new. It'll grow. Right, I think I'm at 25 followers now. I need another 25 in the next two weeks and a bit, and I'll get affiliate status with Twitch. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Hopefully it happens. Yes, I know. I keep on coming out so far. I gotta adjust my camera angle a bit, maybe. That way I can see what I'm doing. I don't mind doing this on this side of the harvest because I'm not really driving on the crop. I try not to drive on the crop too much, but I do. But thank God it's a contract and we don't damage it. Look at all the potatoes. If you actually look down bottom on the counter, it don't look like they're coming in actually that fast, but the joys of textures. What are we in now? We're 2%. So yeah, I'm not even going to fool with the oats right yet. Actually, you know what? I am, because that's... Oh, let me go in and shut the... I am going to fool with the oats because that's our crop. And like I always said, our crop comes first. So let's get back to the farm. And we will see what's going on with our crop over there. We might have to finish it ourselves. Oh, look at the back tires. That's the front weight on this. I don't need the front weight on this now. It's just too heavy. Because there's no weight on the back. So when we get back to the farm, I'm going to... I'll drop the weight off. I think that weight is 2,500 kilograms. So we'll have our 2 fields harvested in the next little moment. We got field 33 done, and we just got about field 32 done. The only thing we'll have left there is to bale up the straw, and we can get that sold off, so that's more money there. Like I said, we'll keep an eye on the prices. everywhere to make sure that we get the best price for our grains. If you can hear my dog barking in the background, nothing I can do about it, I'm sorry. She likes to speak too. She's a bit excited. Daddy's home during the daytime. She's out watching a movie with Mommy, and you should see her. She'll sit there and watch the movie, and if my wife likes watching horror movies and that, or suspense thrillers and stuff like that, and when something right suspenseful comes, or a monster's in the background, our little dog will be sitting there and she'll start barking her head off, more or less trying to warn the person on TV that there's someone behind you. Actually, I left quite a bit of crop here at this end, but that's because the hedges and the turning points and all that. I was expecting that anyway. Where am I going? I'm supposed to be going to the farm, not Whitney Grain, so I'm so used to going to that sell point now that that's where I always go. We're on our way to the farm. Look at the potatoes. You can stay at 100% full right now. But I suppose, you know, it's only hurting me because I'm paying a worker to sit there doing nothing. Now, let's drop this weight off first. Drop the weight off right here. A lot better. Now I've seen the front come up a bit. Now, while I'm here at the fair, I'm going to just hook this on anyway. Well, maybe I might need the weight back on again now, but I just want to see how much fertilizer's in it. No, we're good. Now, I just want to see if there's a fill point over here. If there is, this seeder should open up. There should be a fill point, like all these nice bags of fertilizer and all that. You think it'd be a sell point here, but there's not. Okay. So we're going to have to put our own on the farm eventually. Now, let's go over and see what's going on with this harvester, see if we can tidy it up a bit. Then we'll get back at the potatoes. Not a lot left here. Just little pieces where it couldn't turn around right. So that's for us to fix up and clean. This won't take us long anyway. Do that. Now I'm dropping straw all over the place. Make sure the straw is emptied first. That's the whole point of doing it the way I was doing it. Is to keep the straw in line. So if I back up straight, that's better until we don't see it no more. We got a full stream of it down on this side, so we'll do this first. And then we'll just finish up. How are we doing in the thing? We're at 42%, so that's not too bad. We'll have enough to finish it off all in this tank. So you think it would have actually turned around and got this little bit. Looks like that big long one there must have something to do with that pole. A couple of them. Or the traffic driving by or something like that. know, guys, I know it's against what I said. Well, I said I'm not going to do it this way, but I am, because it's just taking too long going the way I'm going. One going this way won't be too bad. Then we can finish off the rest the way I was doing it. It's just a lot easier to go this way. We'll just bale this part up last. So the bales, if any bales get dropped, they won't be in the way. So we'll have almost 2 full combine loads of oat. That's a pretty good haul. I don't know what's in the tipper over there now. I would imagine it's well, it's partially full for sure. Now I'll keep on going up here. Well, I might as well stop, no sense of keeping on going. Now I think it's every second one, so that's not too bad. I like the... Oh, how you doing, Wayne? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Off work today, are you? So what have you been up to all day? I suppose you're just getting up, are you? I keep on forgetting you're several hours behind me. Or were you up all night playing Factory Farm, testing Factory Farm? I went on Twitch to see if you were going to stream. You never said if you were or not. I never saw you. I ended up watching Matt. Matt was doing some fishing or something, so I went in and I followed him on Twitch. He was doing a bit of fishing and that, and then I went to bed out of it. So all we're doing here today is we're finishing up our harvest here on field 32. And yes, we're still doing the potatoes, but they're waiting for us right now. This is more important. I was using OBS Live, everyone. I was using OBS Live, and you know, thankfully he's here last night. And I guess I don't know how, or I don't know if you can, but there was no alert boxes on my as an overlay on my stream. So when Groggy Gaming made his donation last night, it never showed up to everyone. So now I went back to Streamlabs OBS and I tested it, and everything is working good now. So if someone subscribes or becomes a member or all that stuff, donations, whatever, it should now show to everyone on the stream. I actually felt bad that it didn't show to everyone, because I mean, that's why you do it, right? Have you tried OBS Live yet, Wayne? Or do you just use OBS Studio? Or do you use Streamlabs OBS? I'm using Streamlabs right now. I like this one. I transferred all my settings over to this one. I brought my thumbnails over for my different scenes and set it all up last night, and it seems to be working good. Does the stream look good? Does the sound quality sound good? Because I've made a bit of changes. Yeah, I got them all too. I like OBS Studio for doing recordings because it's simple. I don't need all these fancy overlays or anything like that on that one. So, alright guys, this field is completed. Now all we got to do is when we get a chance, we'll grab our baler. Oh, that's good. Thanks, Wayne, for letting me know. Appreciate it. So I'll just drop the harvester. Once we get this emptied, I'll drop the harvester down at the end of this field. And guys, once we finish the potato harvest, we're back grinding at our own crops again, because we need to get them cultivated and all that. And I'm not going to plow them this time around. I'll just run the cultivator across them, just to loosen up the soil and get them ready. And we'll start planting some more crops. Probably go with something different this time. Alright, let's shut this down. We don't need this no more for today. Unless there's another harvesting contract that we can pick up that uses that harvester. We'll grab our John Deere and we'll throw our oats in the silo. That way it don't get contaminated. I got no cover on this tipper, so the quicker we can get it in the silo, the safer it is. The rain won't come down and wash half of it away out through the back. Why would I park that Fendt there right in the way? Man, we got a lot of oat now. Let's go in and check the price. I want to keep a close eye on that price. So the oats right now, look at that. That price is going up really nice. So as soon as that maxes out, we're going to sell. Now, $7.45 is the best price. That's not a bad price either. But I don't know if that's the maximum amount that it'll... go. Just a second. I'm going to unplug my... I got that many cords wrapped around me for headphones and microphones and everything else that I end up getting tangled up. Okay, just throw the John Deere over here out of the way. We'll go grab the Fendt and go back to that. Or I can just take the John Deere. I don't need to go jump in that Fendt. We'll go back and continue with our potato harvest. John Deere, I think the Fendt and the John Deere travel around the same speed, so it's not going to get me there any faster. Actually, the Fendt probably goes faster than this one. No point in switching out vehicles. I was in this one. This one needs a bad washing. You can even see the dirt all over the windows. Which I like, because then it makes it harder to see too, right? So it's pretty realistic, actually. How are we doing? I'm just trying to get used to this new Streamlabs OBS setup I got going. So if I sometimes feel distracted, it's probably because I am, because I'm one of these ones I got to make sure everything is working properly. Like, I used to have a thing here. I used to tell... Oh, never mind. It's right up top. I like to keep an eye on how long we're doing our streaming. Like, usually around an hour in, I like to go for my little coffee break. So that's coming up. Now, slow down a bit, Morpheus, because you'll end up missing the turnoff, like you always do. How's the weather over on the West Coast today, Wayne? And I meant to ask you, do you have a status report for Pat on Factory Farm? Have you got a bit of testing done on it for him? How is it running for him anyway? I haven't played Factory Farm in so long. I got to get back into it. I mentioned to Tony, I said I'll get the mods and that and go with him on multiplayer, and we'll test it out with a couple of people on there. You know, multiplayer is one thing, but when you start putting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in, everything takes up resources. So you want to know how the map is going to handle multiple people in there as well. Alright, let's go get some more potatoes. Guys, after watching this, does anyone really want to go home now and have potatoes for supper? Not me. I think I'm out far enough this time that I won't hit it. Have you tried streaming with your laptop yet? With your AMD computer? Have you tried streaming yet? Because I never saw you try to stream last night. I don't know if you did or not, so that's why I ask. I said I'd keep an eye out, see if you are. I'm not taking off yet. I'm getting a full load here, guys. Not yet? Okay. Now we got a full load. Actually, I'll let you go ahead of me. I'll let them go ahead of me, and we'll go over and sell off this load. Look, guys, it's getting done. Only 3 streams in on it. We're getting it done. So just imagine, I think I was an hour on the first stream doing them, 2 hours last night, and we're an hour in now almost on this one. So far 4 hours on one contract, 4 real life hours. And I think we're in day 3 of in-game doing this. So that's why I always say potatoes are not really worth it for contracts anyway. Maybe if you owned it your own crop and you had a souped up potato harvester, yeah, potatoes are great. But I'll leave that for my unrealistic maps. I watched one guy. I'll say who it is. I watched Virtual Farmer, and he's on the Peterville map. And he was doing a potato harvest or sugar beet harvest the other day. And the harvester that he's using only takes up 2 rows at a time. It is going to take him forever to do it. I would have started that contract and seen how it was, and I would have ended it just as quick as I started it. Because the thing is, now I got too much time invested in on this harvest. I would not go in and end the harvest right now. All that time spent on it and get nothing for it, and we actually spent out money for the workers and everything else. I'd be crazy to do it. I mean, another 2 hours, maybe 2-3 hours, we'll have it done. No, so you're going to allow them into your gameplay, are you? Even with your rules, you'll allow them in. Okay, cool. As long as you state that. See, I stated that I'm not going to use no unrealistic machinery in my rules, so that's why I won't do it. I thought about it. I was going to do it, but I said no. I said I'm just going against. Why even have something and make up rules and just go against them? So it's no point, right? But that's all I say. Just make sure that when you set your rules for your series, stick to them. Right? You can still make it semi-realistic, even with Papa Smurf's harvesters. I mean, they carry more. You know, farmers in real life, they can put bigger tanks in their machinery. Yeah, like I'm not going to use a harvester that can hold 1 million liters. Because there's no harvester in this world that can hold 1 million liters of grain. No way. It's not happening. Guarantee you right now, it won't even move. I'm going to be sick of this sell point too by the time we're done. Yeah, 50k max limit speed. Yeah, that sounds good actually. And you're 5 times speed all the time, right? No more, no less at all. My better angle for this, because if not I'm going to bang into everything. There we go. Now let's readjust the camera angle. Long drive back to get some more potato. What I like is we got a gas station close to the farm, so we don't have to, if we're running low on diesel, it's just down the road and we can get some more diesel for our tractors. So I was thinking about actually putting one on the farm, but we won't need one on the farm because we're close by. How are we doing on diesel with this one? Yeah, we're still 3/4 full, so we'll be fine. Diesel exhaust fluid, it can run out and I'm not putting no more in it. I wouldn't spend another dime on what I'm paying for the leasing on these. The money that I'm paying for the leasing, they should provide all that anyway. So is everyone looking forward to Seasons mod coming out? I think I watched Silver News today and he said July 23rd it's coming out. So that is this Sunday coming. Yeah, 45, 50 kilometers is fast enough anyway. Well, I don't know what my game's on miles per hour here, so I'm probably going faster than 50k. So I'm in miles per hour. I'm glad I didn't set that I have to drive the speed limit of the community, because everywhere here is 30 miles per hour. Yeah, he first said the 24th, but on his stream today, he said the 23rd, and he had the website up and it said the 23rd. Yeah, I only got mine set in miles per hour because it's a UK map, so... And in the United Kingdom, they measure their speed in miles per hour. But yet they're on the Celsius for temperature. But they still use miles per hour for their speed limit. Now, once you get into Germany and all that, then they go back to kilometers per hour. Alright guys, I'm going to zoom out here. So you just give you guys something to view. While I'm gone, I'm going to go make a quick coffee and I'll be right back. So please stay tuned. Alright, I'm back. Got my coffee going. I'm set to go for another little while now. Now, let's get this truck down and we'll empty out that harvester. Impatiently waiting for us down there. Now, what's Wayne saying? Around 60k max for some equipment for max capacity, yeah. Yeah, like stuff like speed and that you can adjust. But, like if you say that you're going to stay on 5 times speed, and that's your rule, then we got to make sure that we follow that. Like I said in my rules that I can either use 5 speed or 15 times speed. And I probably won't use 15 times very much. I think 5 speed in this game is a comfortable medium. That's my opinion. That's what I find. The game day don't take too long to go through, and you can still get quite a bit of work done. 1 time speed, everything just takes so long. And see, I could have had this at 1 time speed. And we could have had this field done in 1 day. And a field this size with this harvester, in real life, it would take a few days to get this field done, regardless. So, just give me a sec, guys. Alright, let's get out of the way of the harvester now so he can turn around. How are we doing on the load here? We're at 68%. Yeah, you did, that's what you told me too, 5 times game speed. But like I said, Wayne, I find it's the best speed and time in this game anyway. Now that's like when we're doing multiplayer with Nick and them, usually we got it on 1 time speed, but like I told him, when we're doing the competition one, turn it up to 5 times speed because it takes so long for the crops to grow and the viewers want to see something. So keep it on 5 and we do the fast forward through the night. So because there's multiple farms, it's the only way to advance time. I don't think you can use the sleep point. Now maybe Papa Smurf can, because where they're the main farm basically on the map and he has the admin, him and Nick, they might be able to do the sleep and go through the night for all of us. I'm not sure how that works, because see, even on multiple farms you're still only allowed to have 1 house. Yeah, that's like me. That's what I said. Nothing overly modded. I will use mods, but I try to keep the mods realistic to a point, right? I mean, there has to be some leeway given because, like, I'm doing pretty good on viewers here now, but I found since I started doing this potato harvest, and it's been going for several streams, people get bored of it quickly. So this is why I'm trying to get this done today, so we don't have to do this anymore. But you know, it's something that no one expected me to do. Everyone knows how much I hate harvesting potatoes and sugar beets. I say it all the time. So that's why I done it. Oh, that 16x map. Yeah, I downloaded it. I never tried it yet, but it looks very plain, to be honest. It looks very plain. 98%. I'm not going until I'm at 100, so we'll let him turn around. I'll get out of your way. I'll get out of your way there, worker. I like to see what that 64x map is like. I just want to get in. I don't even want to play it. I just want to get in and get in a vehicle, set my cruise at a certain speed, and actually see how long it takes you to drive from one corner of the map to the other corner of the map. You know, going across fields, all that, yeah, you can do that. I just want to see how long it takes you. Because on Silver News, he said it could take up to 15-20 minutes in real time to drive across the map. And to be honest, I think that's a little far-fetched, but is there a way, Wayne, that you can go into a map and see if it is a 4x or if it's a 2x or 8x? I usually just go by the file size, but I don't know if there's an actual way to go in and see what it is. Because I don't know if this map, I heard it's 4x, I heard it's 2x. If it's on console, well, it's a 2x map, because that's all consoles can handle are 2x. And a lot of times in the mod hub, it's console as well as PC, so they're only 2x maps, so I'm thinking this is only a 2x map. Just imagine 30 minutes real time to drive across a map in a game. Like I play, here's one, I play flight simulation. I use a program called Prepare 3D. And say if I were to fly from Toronto to Florida, and if it, in real life, if it took 3.5 hours, well, in the game, if you have your time set to real time, it will take 3.5 hours to do that same flight. Now, you can also, in the game, you also have time compression where you can speed up your time. So you can actually fly 16 times speed, 32 times, 64 times, up to 120 times speed. So of course a 3.5 hour flight can be reduced down to 30 minutes. But I find the faster you go, the dynamics of that plane don't work right, because it just can't keep up with the speed that you got your game going in. So usually whenever I played it, or whenever I was on flight simulation, I always did it in real time. So it's pretty cool. Like, I mean, say for example your wife was traveling from your hometown to another town, and you monitor her flight on FlightAware. You can do that same flight on your computer at home, and you know when she's going to land, because you're landing at the same time. So you can almost time it and give it a few minutes after you land and all that to allow them to deboard the plane, and then send them a text message saying, "Oh, I just noticed that you landed. How was your flight?" 2 miles by 2 miles, yeah. But I wonder, is there a way to measure the distance in the map? Like, I never seen no odometer or anything like that. Would say, okay, well, I'm traveled 2 miles. What am I doing? Driving so slow behind this car. Now I got another car coming at me. All right, we're almost there. This is the boring part too, driving back and forth to the sell points. I wonder how long it took him to make this map so detailed as it is. Right? Because, I mean, if you use a default map shape, you get a flat map. So you got to put the hills in, the rolling hills, and that takes a while. Unless there's a tool that you can... Like, I know in some games you can use what's called height maps. And you take the height map of an area and import it into your map. And then you use your smoothing tool to smooth it out so it's not rigid or sharp edges or whatnot. Alright. We're getting there. We're 50% done with the transporting. So it only goes to show that we got a lot left to do still. 3 streams to get 50% done. I guarantee I won't be doing it for another 3. I'll break my one rule and I'll complete it offline. What's this? I don't want it to overtake this whole series. There's the potato harvest. Almost worse than the bale harvest, the bale contracts I did on Mercury Farms on 2 streams. I know I'm not allowed. I'm venting. I'm venting. Worst case scenario, I'll just quit the harvest, but I won't even do that now because I got too much gone into it. I need to get that money back. We better make some extra money on potatoes doing this. I guarantee you. Come on, speed up. That's where I get impatient. Road rage. So have you tested Courseplay with the route you set up to transfer them to someone else? Maybe you and Tony should test that. You or Tony make up a route and share them with each other and see if they, when you bring them into the Courseplay, does it work? See, this is where I'd like them to make a bit of a difference in the change, especially when it comes to the next farm sim. Is the textures on the ground once you harvest? It looks like a quilt. It's what it looks like. It looks like a quilt. Like, break the textures up a bit so it don't look the same all over. But I guess it's blending in the textures, right? Because you would have to have one texture and blend it into another. And you're allowing the Grim from Papa. I like the size of the header's really good, actually. The size of that. But you imagine that header on this one. Yeah, it'll look like it's doing the crop faster because it's wider, but it's still going to take the same amount of time because there's only so much capacity in the harvester. Yeah, if the harvester was like 1,000,000 liter capacity, yeah, that's the way to go. I just get impatient waiting around. I mean, the thing is so slow turning around. So what? I say we're about what? 1, 2, 3/4 of the way through almost? Maybe not quite 3/4. 2/3, we'll say. I say we're 2/3 of the way done. What are we? We're an hour and 23 minutes into the stream, so I'm going to try to probably go for 2 hours today, and we'll probably do another 2.5 hours tonight. For root crops, the Grim is the one overly modded piece of equipment I allow. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I agree, man, because the in-game ones and some of the modded ones, like this is an in-game one. So, if you are to take on a contract and you don't have the equipment, will you use the equipment it gives you, even if it's like a potato harvest and they give you this Grim? Because what I should have done is I should have leased the equipment or even a header before I leased these ones, and then use that and use my own tipper and stuff like that. And you can see actually how much even down here that it's not doing, right? So all this got to be done. So you're looking at quite a few. So it only takes 4 runs at a time. Yeah, you lease what you need. I totally agree. Alright guys, we'll have this done soon. Where's Tony today? I haven't heard from Tony. Usually Tony drops in. Stay in now so we can keep feeding it into our tank here. Again, guys, everyone, I appreciate you guys tuning into my stream here today. It's always great to have a bunch watching. You know, what I find freaky is, since I got Twitch, I see all these different channels that they give me suggestions on what kind of games I like and all that. And I saw one last night, and Buddy was playing this one game. I can't remember what it was. And he had 106,000 people watching him. Like, that's crazy. I wonder how many followers he got. I should have went to his channel, went into the channel and saw how many followers he had. Probably a couple of million, maybe. How many rows does it take on each one? Maybe 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe? Yeah, I think it takes 5 rows. $75,000 followers. That's a lot. That's a lot. Matt got a few too. I was on Matt's channel last night. He's got 200 and something followers. Seems like he's doing well. He's the other admin in your Discord, isn't he? Matt Higgs, if you want to call him Higgs or Matt. Alright, we got 100% again. Look at that. Was I just not talking about Tony, and lo and behold he shows up. How you doing, Tony? You must have heard me talking about you, did you? Or are you bored to death on this potato harvest that I'm doing? Because trust me, I am. But we're getting there. I think we're definitely, I say once we drop this off, we're probably 57% done. Yeah, he's a residential Twitch man, yeah. Yeah, he don't stream on YouTube at all. You all do, like Wayne, I'm after seeing you on your webcam. Nightcop goes on webcam. There's a whole bunch of people do webcam. Trust me, guys, you'll never see me on a webcam. I don't even like having my picture taken. So I can't imagine me sitting down playing the game looking at an overlay of my ugly mug being shown to all you guys. I know, man, I know. But listen, the harvester only goes so fast. Like, I've been steady at it. Right? I mean, we're going on 4 real-time hours at this now. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, whatever. I'm not giving you my license, registration, insurance. Figure it out on your own. Guess what, guys? It's now. I pulled a Morpheus. That's what I'm going to call it. I pulled a Morpheus. We banged into something. Every time I bang into something, I'm going to say we pulled another Morpheus. Oh, there we go. Now I'm making it a habit. I don't like this truck, man. The handling of this truck is... no, guys, man. I can't blame the truck. It's me. It's all me. How's the testing of Factory Farm going, Tony? Are you enjoying it? Have you found many issues yet? Have you found any issues? That field there, that's got to be soon fertilized, because if not, they're going to drop the price on us in the contract. I think as the nighttime goes by, so if we sleep, that price will go down a bit. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, you got to see me hit something today. Last night was pretty cool. I tipped the whole thing over and it hit something else and it knocked it back over the right way, so that worked out for my benefit. And I'll tell you something, in real life, I actually have a license to drive these things. Can you imagine me on the road in one of these? Look out, Morpheus is on the road in his truck. That's what I hit there. I hit them, I think they're garbage bins. But that's what I hit. And it threw me on my side. And then it's like I hit the building and it made me pop up over again. Okay, what was the issue with the dumpster truck? Because all I did, I never made the truck. I just did the textures. That's all I did. I only put the textures on for waste management. Because it was an ugly orange colored one. And he wanted it to look like waste management, so I just did the texturing. So if there's anything wrong with the textures, yeah, it's my fault. If the truck is not working, it's wherever Pat got it. Guys, look at all the harvesting contracts we can get into. But they're not showing up for some reason. Farmers are doing it themselves. We get back at the potato field here now. I'm going to see what we got. I might even throw my harvester on it to implement the cost of this one. But I won't be doing no more harvests for a while, renting equipment. I'll use my own. If I can't get one that I can't use my own, I'm not doing it. Okay, yeah, that's probably when he put the texture for the bags in, he put it down too low. That's an easy fix. All he has to do is go in and the bags that are showing, just lift them up a little bit. Let's go in and have a look at the contract list, see what's in there. Nothing new, see? We got to start filling some of these and more will show up. But on the last map, Mercury Farms, it was just like a whole list of them. Now, keep an eye on everything. Just give me a sec there, guys. I'm still here. I'm just looking at my other monitor, that's all. My God, I'm doing really good today. I got 9 viewers on YouTube and 3 over on Twitch. That's 12 viewers. That's probably a record for me. So, getting a bit better. You'll hear me go crazy. Like, I'll go right crazy if I ever tune in and like I got 100 people watching me. But that'll take a long time yet. Yeah, I think if I had my time back, on this map, on this series of starting in Mercury Farms, instead of actually taking out the max loan and purchasing the vehicles that I have, I should have leased them. So you pay that a little bit initial starting off, and then you pay your daily amount, and then you pay your hourly amount. Until you get so much money in your bank, and then you take one at a time, and then you buy it off. But see, they don't give you that option, and I wish they did. So if you had a leased vehicle, bring it to the shop and say, okay, I don't want to return it, but I just want to purchase it outright and have a little bit of a discount there, compensating for the least amount that you're already after paying into it. Just like leasing a car, at the end of your lease, there's an option there to buy out or just trade it back in and get a new lease or whatnot, right? That would be cool if they can implement that into the shop feature. Because right now, if you're leasing a vehicle and you want to purchase it, you have to return the lease one and purchase it that way, or purchase it and then return the lease one. Yeah, your personal pickup in the game, yeah. Everything else is leased. And like I said, if I had my time back, that's what I would have done. At least then you got a bit more money at the beginning to play around with. Look at that, guys. We're almost gone through another full in-game day. Now you also got to set you're not allowed to work after the sun goes down or something? Or after a certain hour? What's this? The Alu Keepstall KS 950 off-road. Yeah, definitely off-road. Look at the tires on it. I wouldn't want to drive behind that in my car because the windshield would be beat over all the rocks that would flick up. Guarantee you, because them mud flaps are not going to keep it all in. Fill up in the front here first. Get all the weight put down on the fifth wheel. Alright, I'll let you do your turnaround thing there, Mr. Harvester, and we'll continue on filling up. Throw some headlights on. It's starting to get a little bit dusk here now. Where's the sun to in the sky? Oh, it's up in the clouds still. Yeah. A few clouds in the sky. What's the forecast calling for? Overcast. I hope it don't rain. Can you still harvest potatoes in the rain? I think you can. I hope so, because imagine if we get a day of, well, that'd be good too, a day of rain, then we can take a break on it. But then you got all the equipment and you're still paying your daily leasing amount on it. We're getting closer into the end of the field here, so it's just this little bit here where the sheds and all that were. You won't recognize. I don't know why. Don't do it up to the top of the field. Go in higher. It's only a fence. So I updated Courseplay today, so I'm going to start playing around with that and see if I can bring that in. I already got it in as a mod, I just haven't used it. Now let's move this up a bit so we can get some potatoes in the back here. Just out of curiosity, now when we get filled up here, I'm going to go in and see. I'm going to go in now and see what the percentage of this contract is with completion. Come on, go faster. What are you, stuck? Well, I can't even keep up with the harvester now. There's that much weight in it. Come on, I want to have a full 100% before I go anywhere. So if we go into the contract screen, we have 60% done. In 3 days, 60% done. Looks like there's not a lot left, but there's still quite a bit left. So guys, I'm going to throw this out there. I'm going to throw this out there because I have a rule in place. I don't want to break it, but I don't want this to ruin this whole series. So, majority will rule here. Would you prefer me to continue going the way I'm going and do the potato harvest online with you guys? Or would you prefer if sometime today, before my next stream, I'll do a bit of the potato harvest offline. Nothing else. Just the potato harvest. And I won't fully complete the contract. And I won't do no other fooling around with fertilizing contracts. No other contracts. So you all know that I have 2 fertilizing contracts right now that still be there. We got all of our fields harvested. No more work done to the fields. The only thing I will work on outside, because I can go through the whole night on this, and I don't really like streaming during the nighttime. So rather than sleep, I'll just go right through the night and I'll get most of it. So like, I'll leave it so there's a little tiny bit left to harvest and we can finish the harvest online. And at least that way it's not going to drag on any more than it already has. So what do you guys think? Yeah, but see, I was going to do it, but in order for me to lease Papa's Grim, if that's the one I got in here, the lease cost is $25,000. I'm only going to get $30,000 for doing the contract. So it's just as well if I didn't pick it up, because then I need to lease the header, and then that's another $6,000. So I'm going to lose money just to finish the contract. But like, this is taking too long for these streams, and I don't want you all to get bored of it, right? So just put a yay or nay, guys, in chat. Anyone that's here listening, put a yay or nay. Yay means I can do it offline and finish majority of that contract. Nay means no. And I'll look at it before I end this stream now. I'm going to end it momentarily, actually. I got to run out for a bit. And if that's the case, when I get back, I'll finish off most of the potato harvest, and we'll continue with it on our next stream and finish it up. So I'll leave like a little couple of strips at the end, enough probably to fill one more tipper load up, and we'll end it that way. Yeah, I know that, but I probably won't do no other root crops on this map right yet. Like, eventually I probably will, but they will be our own. They'll be our own, so I want them. I'm trying to get away without leasing, because I started purchasing all my vehicles on this. So the only leasing I usually try to do is for the contracts. I don't want to try to lease too many vehicles because I started purchasing everything. And at this early stage of the game, yeah, I know I'll have it there for all the root crops, but I don't know. It's something maybe I can look at. If another potato harvest or sugar beet or something like that comes up, maybe I'll look at doing that. So instead of, because I already paid to lease this equipment, so then to go out and get papas, I'm paying even more to lease stuff. Like, I'm going to lose money on the lease of this. So that's what I suggest. I'll finish most of it offline, because I don't want you guys to get bored of it, and it's getting too repetitive now, just going back and forth with potatoes. But like I said, nothing else will be touched. I won't even finalize the contract. I'll leave a little bit there, and we'll finalize the contract on tonight's stream, and then we can move on. So that's what I'll do, guys. I got one yay. Majority rules, and there's only one person saying it, so I guess I'll do that. I don't want people dropping off like flies in stream because they're saying, oh my god, he's not still doing potatoes. And what I might even do is I might even take the John Deere back to our farm and pick up the other tipper there as well, and we'll have double the tippers. But it don't really matter. I can only drive one. I can't tab in between vehicles, so that's why I just use one anyway. Alright guys, so I'm going to bring this back up to the potato field. We'll dump the harvester out, and we're going to leave the stream there. I will continue on with this harvest until it's just about complete. And later on this evening when I come back on this farm, why I'm not hitting nothing. What is it hitting? Like, really? Okay, now I know what I'm hitting. I'm hitting the edge of the map. Like, where I'm talking that much now, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm at the edge of the map is what it is. I zigged when I should have zagged. I came up this road. I was supposed to go down. And you guys all saw that, and you're laughing at me. You never warned me and said, Morpheus, you're going the wrong way. Alright, man. Yeah, Pat will give it to me anyway. All I got to do is say, Pat, I want it. And if he said, no, I'm not giving it to you, I said, Pat, you're giving it to me, and you're going to send it to me right now. Nah, Pat will give it to me anyway. I think he already asked me if I wanted it, but I said, no, you got enough testers right now, but... Now, do you have a dedicated server for FS19, Tony, or FS17 that you put it up on? Or do you run it as if you're playing multiplayer through your computer and use your computer as the server? No, Pat won't mind, that's for sure. I value Pat's opinion, and he values my opinion, and we do a bit of talking there, and he always asks us for advice. Oh, so-and-so wants to do this, or, you know, or whatever, and, oh yeah, that sounds good. Come on, get out of the way. Okay, so if you got a dedicated server, the best way to get me all that stuff is just give me that link that comes with the dedicated servers, and I can just go download every mod that you use. Now, I probably got a lot of them anyway, but whatever one's on your server, I'll be able to download every one of them at one time into one folder. Because I keep all my folders separate, so like I got a folder, I got about 15 folders now in FS19. I got one here for Greenwich Valley. I got one for Oakville Farms. I got 4 or 5 for Nick servers. Another one for Dragons. What else do I got? I got another one for grantee server. Yeah, so like, I mean, I can spend another hour or so offline and get most of this done. At least then we don't have to tackle it. I'll work right through the night. I won't even speed time up or anything. I won't even slow it down. I'll keep it on 5 speed. I'm not sure how they do it. Like, Papa Smurf always gives me this link. It's like, I guess, you know the link where you go and it shows you what mod you got up on your server, and it shows you the status of your server, it's offline or online? That's what I think Papa sends to me. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. I appreciate every one of you guys popping into my stream here, man. Always good to see a good bunch here. Great bunch of viewers. If you're new to my channel, you can go over to my YouTube and click on the subscribe. I'm also on Twitch under Morpheus_simulations. And go over there and click on that follow. And guys, I really enjoyed having you guys all here, and I value every one of you guys. Now also in my description below there is a link to my donation page. If that's of interest to you guys, it's always there if you ever want to. It's not required, trust me. You guys all have a great day, and I will, yeah, Dropbox is fine. Wayne, Tony, whatever. But I'll see you guys later on tonight, and we'll finish out this potato harvest so we can finally move on to doing other beautiful and better things on this map. So guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Right on, Wayne. I appreciate it, man.